Right now at the Supreme Court, where in less than 4 hours, the justices will take up a case that could have a big impact on President Trump's agenda. It's about whether a single judge can block a policy for the entire country. The specific case in question comes from Trump's attempts to end birthright citizenship. Jess Arnold is live there this morning with the story. And Jess, we're expecting several protests when the hearings begin at 10.
Yeah, that's right. And even leading up to when those arguments begin at 10. So we know of at least 3 protests, some of them starting here at 9, urging the Supreme Court to protect birthright citizenship. Now, we know that the Trump administration has been arguing to end this right that has been protected by the 14th Amendment for over 100 years, saying that if you are born in the United States, you are a citizen, with only a few exceptions, regardless of your parents' citizenship status. Legal experts arguing that getting rid of it would be unconstitutional. But this is just part of the issue. It's set on as the backdrop for an underlying issue that could really impact presidential policies moving forward and how they are challenged in court. Now, the crux of this question is whether or not district judges can decide and block a policy for the entire country. Lower court judges have blocked some of President Trump's orders on funding freezes, mass layoffs, DEI directives, health research cuts, and more. And now the Supreme Court will decide if that kind of broad legal authority goes too far. Our investigative reporter Jordan Fisher says administrations on both sides of the aisle have dealt with this question.
The Supreme Court itself, particularly its conservative majority, has raised questions in the past about whether individual federal judges should be able to block the government nationwide from doing things. There's accusations that the ability to do that encourages what's called forum shopping, where plaintiffs, including the government, can go to a court that they perceive to be more friendly to them and try to get a judge who already agrees with them to block something nationwide. And like I said, it's not a straight partisan issue.
Now, several Democratic attorneys have said that now is not the time to limit judicial authority, saying that some of the president's executive orders that we've been seeing are flat out illegal. So whatever the Supreme Court decides in today's case could have sweeping ramifications on presidential policies and how they are challenged in court. As we mentioned, arguments begin at 10 a.m. and protests begin right here at the Supreme Court at 9. From the Supreme Court, Jess Arnold, WUSA 9.